pain. We've all felt it before. Some may say pain is only temporary, but nothing will ever match the pain I endured on my first half marathon. The 2024 Rock and Roll Las Vegas Half Marathon. You see, I signed up out of pure excitement. An opportunity to challenge myself before turning 27 years old. The furthest I ran during that time was 6 miles, so doubling that would have been crazy. But I trained, run after run, hurdle after hurdle, crying after crying, 15 weeks straight. All that training just to fall short. 10 miles in, my body shut down. My legs gave out, and although I did finish the race, I still feel like I failed. Rewatching last year's footage over and over and over again, I knew I had to do something different this year. So my goals are simple. Goal number 1, take my training plan seriously. Lock in for 12 weeks. From easy runs, long runs, strength days. Taking it seriously with no more excuses. Goal number 2, beat my previous time of 2 hours and 41 minutes. And goal number 3, finish the race without cramping. Doing everything I can to fuel correctly. I already know that I'm capable of finishing a half marathon. So now it's a matter of how. This is my half marathon revenge. Oh my God. All right, y'all. Day 1. Let's get into it. I feel nervous a little bit. I don't know why. One of the things that's been different about this time than last year, making sure I'm prepped before the run. That's stretching, rolling out, just getting in the zone of running. I've been foam rolling lately. Remember, I'm a year older than last year now, and I'm only getting older. So it's important that I warm my body up before I even start running. Otherwise, I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be aching. I'm gonna be sore. I've been drinking a lot more water. I've been doing electrolytes, trying to prioritize fueling myself before the actual run, because we don't want to cramp. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I think I get scared of the whole program in the weeks to come, when in reality, I should really take it just week by week. Knowing that I'm gonna be running almost every day kind of scares me. If I really just keep my head down and just dive right into it, I think I can do it. The app that we are going to be running with this year is not the Nike Run Club app. It is the Runna app. I've seen and have heard a lot of good reviews. It really just maps out everything for me week by week, my pace, and even if I want to throw in a strength training workout in between the runs during the week, it implements that. The Nike Run Club app was great. It was just, I felt like they were kind of cheating. One, it was free. It wasn't truly like keeping up with my pace. During the speed intervals, I feel like they were cutting it short. So we're trying the Runner app this year. Today's the first day of the 12-week program. We got a 3.5 mile easy run. Here we go. Shout out to Runner. This is supposed to just be a conversational pace run for 3.5 miles. So I'm trying to train myself to go slow. It's so easy for me to just be like, all right, we gotta go fast. The hardest part of this whole training is going to learn how to be slow. All right, day 1 is a wrap. 3.5 mile easy run. It felt good. Felt like I was really pacing myself. Like I said on the run, this whole training plan is learning about how to run slower, even though that may seem like it's kind of the opposite. You kind of want to start running faster. I've heard that in order for you to run faster longer, or just getting a faster pace, you got to kind of build your foundation, and that's what I'm trying to do, is learn how to take it easy. So we did 3.5 miles at 38:54 at an 11-minute pace, which is not bad. That's what I was supposed to do. I wasn't supposed to go faster than an 11-minute pace, so we did day 1 correctly. Let's do it. Day 2, let's continue.
I'm not used to this brief romance. I don't know how this chit chat goes. With you, yeah, I feel like friends. But Anglais is all I know. That's why I'ma take a chance. Take a hard left to the same old road. Never look back to where I've been. Only way that I roll. Truth is, girl, lately I've been such a mess. You're the only one to save me. Get me out my head.
As you guys can tell, it's a rainy day today, and I think this is the first of many days where I feel very unmotivated. It's only day 11, week 2. I've been running pretty much every day. We experienced our first obstacle, and this is what happened last year, is just life. Yesterday I had a work trip that I had to go to, a 1-day road trip just to San Francisco and back. I ate like crap, didn't get much sleep, so today I'm just lagging. It's already 3:30 and I barely am getting up to run or do my workout for the day. On top of that, it's raining. I've debated on running outside, but knowing the type of season it is, it's cold. So if I do run, I feel like I'm gonna be miserable. I just have a feeling that I would get sick because the combination of not sleeping, not eating well yesterday, and then just trying to force myself outside to run is not that great. These are the obstacles that I'm gonna have to face during this whole 12 weeks, and we're having them early. So one thing that I found really helpful is just trying to gain inspiration off of TikTok. I know it's super cheesy, but there was this one TikTok that I saw, is you kind of have to force yourself not to think about how hard the week or the workout or the run is gonna be. So in my head, when I wake up, I already am telling myself, oh man, I gotta run 3 miles today, it's gonna suck. Or, oh my God, I have a long 5-mile run today. Or, oh man, I have to do some strength training and some yoga today, it's gonna suck. I'm just curious, and I'm trying to do that now, is to start doing words of affirmation, telling myself, man, instead of, man, this run is gonna be hard, saying, man, this run is gonna be fun, and it's an honor and a gift that I can go out and run, and tell myself that this is gonna be a dope run, I'm gonna have a great time, and just words of affirmation and trying to change the mindset, I feel like can go a long way in any given situation. So here we are, we're at the gym, late in the day, not in my typical running situation. It's an easy 3.25 mile run. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a good time, we're gonna lock in. So whatever you're doing while you're watching this video, if you're on a regimen of training or just going through some things, maybe, and hopefully for myself, changing your mindset will kind of help. That we're really just lucky and honored to just do anything physical or get out there and run or whatever it is you're doing. So let's get to it, let's lock in, let's stop complaining and get to the running.
Used to you. I could get used to this. I could get used to being around somebody, having nobody that I'd rather be with. If you could get used to me, pretending you found some bliss. I could get used to being around somebody, having nobody that I'd rather be with.
Something that's truly different from this year to last year was making sure I built a good foundation before I started this program. I feel like last year I kind of went into the running program pretty blind. Little experience with running, no idea what my paces were. I also learned that 15 weeks of training was pretty long for me. I felt like my body felt ready to run the whole thing by week 10, week 11. So once I hit race day last year, I felt super burnt out. The other huge difference is last year I didn't have a half marathon under my belt when I started the training program. Now I know what it's gonna take from my body and my mind in order to get through this program, but also finish the race. Last year, it wasn't until maybe week 7, week 8 that I started doing strength training again. I didn't realize that it's still important to get your body right in between your runs in order to stay strong within your running. So now every week I make it a point to do more than just running. I've got to say I'm feeling fantastic right now, only a couple weeks in, feeling strong and confident more than ever. I can remember times last year where I dreaded every single workout, but right now for some reason, I can't wait to run again.
These are the race day shoes right here. Might have to retire them soon. They're almost at like 200 quick 6. Let's go.
It's literally 2 days after Christmas, and we're on the East Coast for a work trip.
Oh wow. To see the progress already is pretty cool. I think last year I was only running maybe 3 or 4 times a week. This time I am doing about 5 days a week. So I'm at the point now where my long runs are getting longer and I need to start figuring out, you know, when my body is starting to cramp up or when I'm getting tired. And I need to start popping gels or drinking a lot more water. I want to say that I'm making good progress just because I feel a little bit faster. I feel like I can go for a longer time faster. With the Runna app, it can calculate what time I'm going to finish in. And right now it's saying I should average an 8.5 minute mile for the half marathon, which is pretty modest. That is like an unbelievable goal if I finish in an 8.5, but literally anything better than last year is good enough for me. But it's about the mindset. When I'm on these longer runs and I'm starting to feel like I'm getting tired, there's something that I'm training my mind to do where I need to turn it on. Basically, your mind can push you further than you think. Your body thinks it's gonna give up, but if you put your mind to it, you can literally push yourself even further. Now I'm gonna go take a shit. All right. All right, I just finished my longest run yet, 8.5 at an 8:30 pace. This one was probably my strongest run out of the whole training plan so far. I was fueling correctly and everything too, so I brought way more gels and salt tablets than I usually take on any other run, and I just pretty much overdosed on it, and I felt so great. Pushed myself at the end. A month out. Today will be the hardest run in my entire training program. The longest run that I'll have to do. It's a practice pace run, but on top of that, it's raining. I just can't see myself doing 10 miles on a treadmill. So I'm gonna bite the bullet here. And although this might be the most challenging run physically, it's gonna be the most challenging run mentally. The other thing too is that this 10-mile mark is technically my threshold. When I hit 10 miles last year on the race, I folded. I couldn't push myself further to go 3 more miles. Today is all about fueling and hydrating correctly so I can feel good by mile 10 and still feel like I can keep going. So here we go, folks. Let's lock in. Whatever you got going on today, whatever your task is, go kill it because we're in this together. It's gonna be hard. Let's get lard. Let's get lard. Let's get to it. It sucks. Cramping, bro. Cramping. I want to just say it's the rain. I mean, these aren't the best conditions to try to practice a race, and I feel like God is throwing everything at me to try to test me. I just can't get through it right now. I feel like I'm just making excuses here, y'all. Truth is, I'm cramping, and we're gonna have to figure it out. We have less than a month left.
off my lap, driving crazy. Stroking the air from the babies. Nothing compares, driving crazy. Both got no cares but us late.
Took way too long to tell me you were ready. Was nice to know you, but I'm off it. Don't come back around just to tease me. Don't come around to drive me crazy. I'm way too nice all the time. You take me for granted, now you wanna ride by my side every night. Where were you when the whole city had to pick a side? Those days are gone. You had your chance, let me move on. Don't come around, don't waste my time. You're lost, unfound. Took way too long to tell me you were ready. Was nice to know you, but I'm off it.
Welcome to Vegas. We're here, guys. It's race week, and actually, we've been here all week. Our race is on Sunday, and we've been here since the previous Monday for a special family event. You guys know my cousin Jordan, he's been on these vlogs. We got the wonderful honor of celebrating him and his new wife. My cousin Jordan got married. Shout out to Jordan really quick, man. I know you're watching this. Congratulations. I'm still gonna smoke your ass. We've been staying in this big Airbnb with some fam, celebrating all week with some family and friends as well. Non-stop eating, non-stop going out. It's been tough, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this week leading up to the race is the hardest week of them all. Trying to lock everything in, making sure that you have everything that you need to be prepared for the race. Luckily enough, I've been trying my best to lock in and get in the runs that I'm supposed to get in this week. All the celebration is over now. It's time for revenge, time to lock in. Let's go get our race bib.
Girl, I can't decide if I should stay and say I tried, or I should leave and say goodbye. It's killing me inside. If I could just get next to you, I'd probably be alright. But we're so busy in this life, we always say some other time. Why won't my tears work? It's been a decade since I cried. I got no dog left in the fight. The bark don't match the bite. Me and my old man, we just get up every night. He said, son, these just don't love you. I said, I'll keep that in mind. Those ain't words to live by, wouldn't call that sound advice. Our future doesn't sound too bright, but I just nod and say you're right, I do. Girl, I can't decide if I should stay and say I tried, or I should leave and say goodbye. It's killing me inside.
This is your third time here at Rock and Roll Las Vegas. This is your third 10K.
Yes, I've come a long way. Today I finally bought the most expensive running shoes ever, but I think it's all worth it. I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait. The most exciting event that I've been waiting for. And if I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm so happy to be here with my boys and looking forward to finish line.
Sir, this is your 4th, 5th, or 7th, 10th, 11th, I don't know how many half marathons. You started this tradition. Is this the last year for you?
I'm not really thinking that far. I'm just here to, be present, enjoy the moment, enjoy this moment with my family, and, whatever happens, happens. But I'm sure I'll have a better idea of what my future holds after the race. So I'll see you at the finish line.
I can't vent to you through no text message and reply. I need to see you face to face. Gotta look you in the eye, I do. Girl, I can't decide if I should stay and say I tried, or I should leave and say goodbye. It's killing me inside.
That was it. The last run of the training plan. It's over. Now there's only one run left to do. I forgot to also mention that my fiance and my mom, well, you guys know my mom's doing the 10K, but my fiance, who did the 5K last year, is doing the 10K this year. So she's leveling up. It's a family affair. It's gonna be exciting. We did it. We did it! There's nothing left to do. We just gotta go do it. Nothing could describe how I felt before starting that race. I knew what was ahead of me, and this time I felt prepared. I knew with every mile passing by, I had to stay focused and keep fueling myself. I didn't get too high, I didn't get too low. Everything felt so familiar, and for a second, I couldn't stop smiling. I remember thinking I could do this. We've been here before. Before I knew it, I was halfway through. But I can't explain how long this run felt. As I was starting to speed up for the second half, a familiar feeling started to creep in on me. Mile 8. All the thoughts of last year came rushing in. The cramps, the pain, the failure. The thought of wasting all of that time training for this. But right as I felt defeated, I had to remind myself. Basically, your mind can push you further than you think. Your body thinks it's going to give up. But if you put your mind to it, you can literally push yourself even further. It's about the mindset. As I reached mile 10, I realized I could still beat my last year's time.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time. I feel the second juice coming. Come on.
My mindset quickly changed. I was happy for myself because the cramps didn't make me fully stop moving. The exact opposite of last year.
We haven't stopped, which is good.
And as I approached the finish line, all I could think about is what I needed to keep telling my mind to do. Reminding my body that I can keep going. It was never a race about being first. It was a race against my old self.